say the Iranians and their images coming out of there, was hit by some sort of projectile, a missile, presumably given the amount of damage to that school and the amount of deaths. So in those very first hours, the U.S. was actually bombing in that area. The Israelis were north of there, so
Yeah.
people immediately did start blaming the U.S. and asking questions.
So days later, I mean, have we gotten to the bottom of what could have actually happened here? Was this the U.S.? Was this Israel? Was this something else?
We've talked to some sources on
Well, it
this,
wasn't
some
Iran, like
officials
that
about
dumbass
it.
said it
Pete
was,
Hegseth,
or
the
like this idiot right
Secretary
here
of
said it was.
War, has said
Well,
there
they're the
is
only
an
ones that
investigation going
target
on.
innocent people.
Investigating
Yeah,
it.
right.
We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we're taking a look and investigating that.
On the other
Well,
hand,
we may
the Netherlands
we
were
may
very
not have
defensive
targeted
about
it,
this.
but we
We
didn't
don't
do the
bomb the
logistics either.
school. The Iranians would kill their own people.
It's clear the United States would not
We didn't do
target
the
deliberately
logistics.
target a school. They are, on the other hand, deliberately
We're
targeting
supposed to be
civilians,
doing,
as you've
you
seen,
know,
because you know why? They are a
surgical
terrorist
strikes.
regime.
But no one is
But
accusing the
somebody
U.S. of
dropped the ball.
bombing this knowingly. They are not
Somebody dropped
certainly
the
saying
ball.
they went after a school, but the location of the
And
school,
ultimately,
which is near an
it's the president
IRGC
who
compound,
needs to
but
pay.
separate from that compound, has really raised questions
From
about
every
it.
from
The
every president
biggest
that's
event
ever
that
had
happened over the weekend was
the ability
President
to bomb
Trump
other
saying
countries,
he believed Iran
it's
did it.
the president's responsibility, and he's not willing to take it. He's going to be a little punk and say, it's not my fault. It had to be
And
Iran.
yet, even Pete Hegseth, who was standing right by his side, said that they are basically
And this
still looking
idiot,
at it. I asked the U.S.
biggest
Secretary of the
lapdog,
UN about it.
biggest lapdog of them all.
Secretary Hegseth said it's under investigation.
No one wanted to blame Iran point blank. They went back to these points that the United States would not bomb a school, would not go after
Well, we're not
civilians.
supposed
I
to be
can tell
allowed
you, as a
to.
veteran, in no uncertain
Somebody
terms,
needs to read the
the
Geneva
United States
Convention
does everything it
and
can
the
to avoid
and
civilian
read.
casualties.
We know that is not supposed to happen. But because they were in the area, because people who have looked at that damage meticulously say it
Obama
looks like
did
the kind of
surgical
damage that would
strikes.
come from a missile.
Other
Sometimes,
presidents
of
have
course, tragic
done
mistakes
surgical strikes.
occur.
Remember,
This
this is the
idiot
very early moments
didn't
of
do the
that war
logistics.
when Iran was really back on its heels. And so this is an investigation that's getting a lot of attention because it is clearly a very tragic event.
Well, you've covered so many conflicts. I'm wondering, like, this is the sort of thing that can kind of paint the legacy of an attacking force or even an occupying force in some conflicts, right? And that's when you start straining not just your relationship with the people you mean to be quote unquote liberating, but also like strains your alliances around the region. It gets less people on your side in the long term. How does the U.S. kind of deal with that reality if, in fact, this was us, even if it was an accident?
I have covered
It
a
wasn't an
lot of
accident.
events where the U.S. accidentally kills someone they didn't mean to kill. I'm thinking back even to the withdrawal in Afghanistan when a drone strike hit a man in his car in his compound there who they thought might be a suicide bomber
Right.
and said it was a righteous strike. And days later, there was a New York Times investigation of that, a visual verification, and they found that that was not the case. The U.S. immediately said that they were sorry. We'll have to see what happens in this case if there is absolute evidence that the U.S. did it. Because the U.S. in the past has taken responsibility if it is proven they
Oh yeah,
probably did something like
in the
this
past. But this
accidentally.
idiot's
But
never
we've
going to take
already got the
responsibility
President of
for
the United
anything.
States, the Commander in Chief, saying it was Iran. So I think the questions about this, if this investigation
If
is
he shoots
concluded
somebody
that
on
the U.S. did it,
Fifth
will
Avenue
go
or
back to
whatever
President Trump, and
in
we'll have to
front of
see
the
what he
Trump
says.
towers,
Right. And like, how
and
does that
somebody
really strike
actually
a balance
has a
between
video of it, he's not
taking
going
a
to
very
take
solemn
responsibility.
investigative look at
All he's
everything
going
we
to
don't want
say
to get out
is,
in front of
well,
ourselves
I
personally,
told
but I
you
also don't want to be
I could
fighting
do
more
anything I
criticism.
want.